At the moment, we are going to discuss about the detailing tools. Okay, detailing tools. So you still remember how to create the points? You still remember how to create the points, huh? Okay. All right. So now, what I want you to do is this. We can use the default beam here. All right. Okay. So from here, I'll just create the beam, or maybe we'll let's say the beam is 600 or 700 by 500. Okay, 700 by 500 beam. Yeah. And then create this beam. Okay, so once you have this beam, kindly create a front view. So how to create the front view for this one? Remember yesterday, select, right click, and then create view, 3D view of part. Okay? And then you're going to have a front view. Control P. So kindly add this 350. So 350 from 350. Okay, let me just show you here. Okay, so to add the cuts here, because in this case, I want to cut a 350 millimeter from the end, right? So we don't have the reference yet unless we add the construction point or construction line. So at the moment, we're going to create a construction point. So here, you go to edit and then points. So which one should I use? I can use a long extension of 2 points. That one is also okay. And it's either parallel of 2 points or a long extension of 2 points. But this parallel of 2 points, it gives you two points. So it's much better. So if I click here, 350, apply, and then pick 1 and then 2. So now, the other one, let's add also the other one. So how, because on the right side you cannot use the parallel because it's two different sides. So what you can use is a long extension point, a long extension of 2 points. So okay, so in this case, let's say the 50. How I'm going to add the 50? I don't have a reference line here. So how? You need to, what value you need to put? Negative 50. Right? So apply, so that if you click from this side and then to that side, it will go back because it's negative 50. Yeah, negative 50. So the other one is okay because 450, I can click from this side, from the right side to this point. Again, remember that the second point is very important because second point is where it offset the value that you key in the parameters. So okay, everybody have this construction point. Okay. So now once we have the construction point, so let's move on to this edit. So you go to the edit. So what is this edit all about? This edit is this is what we call the detailing tools. Remember yesterday we used two of these detailing tools. What? The split and the combine, right? So split, you can as you can see here, split, you can split the beam into two, right? And then you can also combine in case that there is some there's some revision that you want to join together, then combine, right? And split. Now let's move on to this first one. Fit part end. Fit part end. Okay. Fit part end. It means you need to cut that one straight as a line to fit to the surface of where it will connect. I just put this what do you call that, the points there, because we don't have the part to fit. But the practical application of this one, is if you have a column, usually when you create a beam, it's always at the center of the column, right? So fit part N, it means you want to fit this one to the surface of the column. So you need to cut this one to the surface of the column. But since we don't have the column there, that's why I asked you to add the construction point. Okay? So this one is very simple because it's just you just click on this part N, and then all you have to do is follow the procedure here at the bottom. Okay, the procedure is always, or the command is always at the left bottom corner. Left bottom corner. So if you got lost, hey, what happened? What should I do? So you just check the left bottom corner, and then you follow whatever the command there. If there's nothing written here, it means you don't have a command. Okay, you don't have a command. Now, if you want to remove this command, just simply interrupt or escape. Okay, so again, fit part N, pick the part to be fitted. So which one is to be fitted? Of course, the beam. Okay, so select the beam, and then pick the first point on cutting line. So where is the cutting line? The cutting line is here. Yeah. So pick the first point. So 1, 2, or 1, 2, or either way. Okay, so click 1 and then 2. And that's it. So look, the fitting, it means it will cut the smallest part of the element. So let's say you have a 10-meter beam, and then you cut in 4.9. So it will cut the 4.9. The 5.1 will still remain. So it will always cut the smaller part. Okay?
If I want to keep the smaller part, how?
That's the another story.
Another command.
Another command. Okay. So that's why I want to show you that one first. Okay. Now, fit part N. Okay. Look. Here, if I click on this one and then 1, 2, so it will cut there, right? Now, what if I want to make this one as pointed one? I cut this one again, huh? I cut this one. Okay, that one is without the point, so I will cut anywhere. So look what will happen. Let's say 1 and then 2. Okay, look what will happen. Because if you remember, the command is fit. So it means your element will fit according to the cut. Okay, so remember that one.
So you will extend also.
Okay, so now let's let me delete that one out. Okay, you can delete that one. Okay, so once you delete, it will go back to the original. Yeah. So if you delete, this is the cutting line. That is the cutting line.
So the information is there.
Yeah.
Any advantage for this?
Yes, of course. There's a lot of advantage for this one. This one will be used for your detailing. Because let's say for fitting, let's say for example, you model wall to wall. When you model, it's always 0 to 0, right?
Yeah.
So enable for you to have a gap. So you cut that one instead of moving the handle. So you cut it.
Yes.
And this one is very useful when you create a custom component. Custom component is the intelligent custom component. Okay, so we can have later we'll have a practical application for this one. Okay, so I'll delete this one. So you know now how to use. You know now what is this fit part N. Okay, fit part N. Okay, next is this line cut. Line cut. This is same as fit part N because you need to. Okay, look. Line cut, pick the part to be cut, and then pick 1 and then 2. So going back to your question earlier, I want to remove the bigger one. So here, pick side to remove. So I'll click this one and then I cut the bigger one. Okay, so now, look, if I click this one now, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So I cut that one. So again, I'll follow that one on this side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Pick the part to remove, the side to remove this one. Now let's say I'm going to cut that pointed one. So click 1, 2, 3, and then you have now this pointed one. So they have advantages and disadvantages for this fit and then for that cut. So both can be used. I can look. Actually, here I can use the combination fit part end. So 1, 2. So it cuts, right? And then I can use the line cut on here. So line cut and fit part end. So later on you can see what is the use of the line cut and then the fit part end. But both you will have the same output if you cut that one in the normal cutting. Okay, fit part end, I will give you the actual the practical application for the fit part end is this. This one is very useful because this one is just an example that I'm showing you. What if you have a wall, right? So this wall, do you use grout tube? Are you using grout tube?
Yes.
Okay, when you model the grout tube, it's like this. Polybeam, right? Yesterday, polybeam. So when you model grout tube, it's like this. If I use the line cut, I cut this one, I select this one, cut this one, and then select this one. It will remove this. Correct? So now you get what I mean. If I use the fit part end, I cut this one, it will remove the smaller part, and this one will be extended. So that's the practical application of that fit part end. It looks like simple, that no use, but it's very useful actually. Okay, so let's. Do you want to try to create this? What do you call that? Grout tube. So here, I'll show you. So let's say here, I'm going to add the grout tube. Steel, beam, polybeam. Okay, steel beam, polybeam. So I'll click on that one, and then here the grout tube will be PD 50 by 5. Okay, capital PD 50 by 5, and then middle. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's say that one is a grout tube. So now, this is, if I'm going to use my line cut, select 1, 2, and then remove that one, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay, so now, undo, Control Z is undo. So I'm going to use now my fit part end. So 1, 2, 3, and there you go. So that one is the fitting and the line cut. Okay, so try that one first. Okay, ortho, this one, if in AutoCAD the ortho is F8, in Tekla the ortho is O. Just simply press O. But if you want, you can change that one as I mentioned to you. Okay, one thing also is your snap tools. Snap tools. And also, look, if I'm going to, if I have a solid render view, I cannot pick. Not only ortho, look at this one. This one is a solid view, right? So look, if I click on this one, see, I cannot click here, right?
Yeah.
Control 2, and then I can click. Control 2. Make it transparent.
Oh. Okay.
That's yesterday, remember, I told you, Control 2 and then Control 4, you can always interchange that viewing even you are in the middle of the command. Control 1, Control 2, Control 3, and so on. Okay, so usually here, I check all of the snap
Okay.
because for me it's that one is my personal preference, but for you, if you don't want to check all the snap, it's also okay. But the reason why I check all the snap is anyway, when I put my cursor, there is always a symbol. What is that snap? So it should be okay. All right. So again, remember, if you cannot click on the surface of the wall, change it to the Control 2. Okay. So even you are in the middle of the command, you can interchange the color rendering. Let's continue. Can you change this one to let's say 1000? Okay, so 1 meter. Right. So the next one is the polygon cut. This polygon cut can do a lot of things because of course cutting, especially for the detailing, it can do a lot of things, the polygon cut. Okay, so first, okay, click on the polygon cut. Okay, click on the polygon cut and then select the object to be cut. Select the object to be cut. So I'm going to select this beam, right? Select. And then from here, okay, click 1, let's say 1800. Okay, by the way, this one, okay, look, if I want to have a specific, distance or length of the cut, okay, one is, you can see here in Tekla Structure, once you move your cursor, it will show you what is that distance. Correct? Also, it is also possible here. Let's say, for example, I want the specific value. I can easily key in without any command. Okay? I mean, during this command, you don't need to have an extra command if you want to a specific distance. So let's say I want to have a 1950. So I can just simply key in my keyboard 1950. So automatically, this numeric location will pop up once you key in the number. And then once you enter, look what will happen. So that one is the 1950. Automatically, it will. That one is the 1950. Okay? So let's say here, I want to have a 550 and then 1950. And then middle button of your mouse. So that one is the cut. Again, I'll do it again. So delete the cut. You can also delete the cut. So here, polygon cut. So pick the part to be cut. Okay, and then 1. So here, let's say 1750, 600, 1750. Middle button of your mouse. So that numeric value that shows up, it helps us a lot.
The increment is only by 50 or we can set by every 10.
No, actually even 1.
Even 1.
Look, so click and then 1. Let's say you want 301. So just zoom in.
Oh,
Zoom in.
I see.
So here, once you zoom in, then it will increment according to the.
Okay, good. Okay.
But again, it's much, if you have this 1 or 2 or 3, better to key in. Let's say 1, 2, 3, enter. So exactly 1, 2, 3. No need for you to zoom in to find the 1. So that's the reason why it's better to use the numeric value. Okay? Okay, again. So polygon cut. So here, I'm going to put that one on the middle. So let's say 1, 2, 400 by 400 by 400, middle button of your mouse. Okay. So what if this 400 by 400, look, I can also move the cut. Okay, listen. I can also move the cut. So pick the cut and then move here. I can move.
Okay.
Okay, and then if I want to change this one to a circle, all I have to do is to click on that one, select, and then this one. So I have a circle cut. Okay, can you do this one? First try the rectangle, and then next is the circular one. Okay, look. If you create a polygon cut, okay, so pick the part, and then let's say click, 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 click. So you notice that, hey, this one is wrong. This one is wrong. So do you need to right click, and usually you right click and interrupt and then pick again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But no need for you to do that one, because all you have to do is to press backspace. So 1, 2, 3, oops, wrong, backspace. Okay, for this circle, again, so pick the part to be cut. So what I did is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll have a perfect square, and then from here, just double click on the node, and then select this dome, and then modify, and then you have select this dome again, and then modify, then you have a circle.
But this thing, after you cut, this thing will be always there, right?
Yeah, that's it. If you want to hide this one, remember yesterday? Here.
Okay.
So just turn off this one. It's off, right? So once I redraw, but it's still there.
Okay.
Still there.
Because you don't off, right? Sometimes too many cut, right? Actually, it delete.
Correct. That's right. So you just turn it off. But you need that one once you have once you're still doing the detailing. You need that one. Okay, now, okay, everybody. Okay, excuse me. So now, what if I want to make this one as a recess? Because by default, when you do the cutting, it will cut through. Always, by default, it will cut through. But what if I want to make this one as a recess? Okay, so this is the recess will be, this is the time that you need another view. Okay, but of course, I can always do that one in 3D view. Okay, I can just simply select this one and then move from here to here. Something like this. And then that one is the recess. Okay, but the other way is this. I will go to the top view here. Top view, right? Our 3D view is top view as well, right? The plan view. So here, just move, and then from here to here. So that one is how much? It's a middle, right? You know that the cut has the properties also. The cut has a properties also. And then I can change this one. Instead of middle, I can change it to front. Okay, front. Middle is, it will become middle. Front here. Behind this one, right? But I need the front, correct? So this time, I can specify the depth of my recess. So how much recess you want? Let's say 50. I type DL50 and then modify. So I have now the 50 millimeter recess. Okay, sorry, another one. Let me continue with this one. Look, what if I want to have another cut all through but smaller than this size? Okay, so what you can do here is, okay, sorry, maybe I'll do that. Okay, that one is also okay, but you need to do it from here. So let's say I need to create again the polygon cut. Okay, so from here I will just simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. So this one I need to move. If in case that you mistakenly cut the wrong cut, okay, so you can still change that one or using the direct modification. Okay, so in this case I can just simply change again to modify, and then I have now this. So the recess, and then that one is a smaller part. Okay? Okay, do that one, and then after this, we're going to use the part cut, the last cutting option, the part cut. What if I want to modify the cut? Instead of rectangular, then I want to have this cut. So what should we do? Any idea? From yesterday, direct modification, right? So because the cut can modify directly. So here, select this direct modification, and then select the cut. Select this cut, and then here. Okay. So 1, and then 2, and then this one move here. Something like that. So that's direct modification. So all you have to do is to make this one a straight one. Okay, so you just put the point. Or the other one, the other way is this. Let's see if I can do that one correctly. So 300, 700, 300. Yeah, I can cut the cut. This one is easier. Look, do you know that you can cut the cut? Okay, look, because this cut is rectangular, right? Then if I cut this cut, okay, if I cut this one, let's say 1, 2, 3, okay, let's say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? I just cut the cut, and then it will cut according to the cut. Okay, let's continue. Now, we have tried the fit part end. Okay, you know where to use the fit part end. We tried also the line cut. We also tried to create the polygon cut. So now we're going to use the part cut. So what is the what's the use of the part cut? So look, if I have, okay, if I go to my top view again here. So let's say I have a concrete beam. Okay, concrete beam, and then my concrete beam is let's say D100. D100, middle. So diameter 100. Okay, I have the diameter 100. So now I'm going to click from here to here. So you will notice here that this one is the pipe. Let's say I'm going to change the color. Right. So here I'm going to move this one. Move. Going down. Let's say negative 200. So there you go. So let's say this one is a pipe. Go through the beam. Okay, so enable for the pipe to go through inside the beam, you need to cut the beam, correct? Okay, so all I have to do is just simply part cut, because this one is a slant one. Okay, I cannot just simply use the one that I created earlier. So all I have to do is to part cut. So select the part to be cut. Which part to be cut? The beam, right? So I need to cut the beam. Select the beam. And then select the cutting part. So the cutting part is this one. And there you go. So now, if I make it solid, and then this one is hidden, so that one is already cut. Now, what if I want to have a clearance on the cut? Okay, because it will not go through if that one is exactly the same size. So all I have to do is double click on this cut, and then change this one, let's say D200, so I have 50-50 all around. Modify, and then redraw, and there you have now this. One more example, the same thing. So let's say this one, I'm going to make it transparent and then go to this concrete and then use the poly beam, which is D100 also. So look, 1, 2, 3. So I have now this cut, and then here I can again change this one to, let's say, 500, and then extend this one. All right, so edit, part cut, select this one, and then select the cutting part, and then Control 4, and then here, sorry, I changed this one to the 200 again. There you go. So can we go inside? Yeah, I think I can go inside by changing this one to perspective, and then change Control F. Sorry. Yeah, if it is perspective, you can go inside. Right? So that one is the change again to orthogonal. Okay, so try that one. Cut by another part. This one is not only for the pipe. You can cut for channel, for eye section, or even some other part. You can do that one. This one. Okay, so now start with the panel. So my panel is what? 3000 by 150. All right, so I'll just use this one. Okay, I'll just make a middle. So 1 and then 4000. Okay, so the first thing is here. I'm going to show you. Okay, I'll do that one in the 2D so that you can easily see. Okay, so this one. So first is the opening. So opening, as you can see, you can use the points, right? So without using the points, as I've told you, you can do that way, okay? But there's another way, without moving it, and then I can directly cut on the exact position. So how? This one, edit, polygon, okay? So from here, I know that one is from 800, 16, and then 1000, okay? So pick the part to be cut, which is the wall. Click this one. But when I click this one, I need to press the control key, and then here 800, and then control key, and then here 1000 without the control key. So control is something like transferring the origin or the reference to that point. So in this case, I can just simply click here 1650, 2000, 1650, and then much easier, right? But you need to master how to use the control key. If you master how to use the control key, this one is much easier. The 30 minutes or 35 minutes that you spend for this one, it could be at least half is more than good enough to do that one. Okay? All right, let me just again, let me repeat that one. Polygon, click the part to be cut, control and then click, then 800, control and then click, and then here 1000, and then 1650. I can type here 1650, and then here 2000, and then 1650, and then middle button of my mouse. Right? Now, the cut. Here, 500 by 400. So here, that one is easy because 1, 2, 400, and then just simply right click, copy this point to this point. Did you copy it or you create it again? Okay. So next is again this one, the small one. Okay, polygon cut. So click, pick the part to be cut, and then control key, and then that one is 400, control key, and then here this one is 1000, and then no control, this one is 200, and then 200, 200, and then middle button of your mouse. Then this one, I need to change this one to move this to here, and then change it to how much? 50, and then this one front. There you go. So I have now the recess. Okay. So now let's move on to the side view. So I'll just simply create again default views of part. So this one is my side view. So from here I can just simply cut again, polygon cut. So this one is 50, right? 50. And then 200. And then from the bottom, again using my control key, select this one, click control, 40, 40, right? Control 10. This one is how much? 50, right? 50, and then control, and then 10. Okay, so from here, so I'm going to cut from the near side. So again, I can remove the if you are a bit sorry, if you don't want to show the cuts, and then just simply turn it off. Okay, you can.
The cuts always have the 5 mm.
Yes, 2.5, 2.5. Yeah, but you can remove that one if you like. That one is the default of the system, but doesn't matter as long as it cuts. Because sometimes if it is exactly, sometimes there will be a 0.1 cut, so it's better to extend that one. Anyway, that one doesn't affect your model. Okay, so in this case, I can now cut the polygon. So 1. So this one is 1. And then if that one is 60, this one will be 90. 90. And then this one is 120. Okay, 120. So control. And then 10. So this, I can just simply copy, mirror, middle. Okay, copy. There you go. So anything that okay, another one is this one, or maybe I'll just go to the this view. So from here, again, concrete D80, and then middle, just simply click here, 175, and then how much? 50, and there you go. Okay, so because this one is not in the correct place, that's the reason why I need to have a top view or front view. So here I'm going to move this one,
800.
yeah, 800. Okay, and then just simply edit, polygon cut. So click 1, sorry, not polygon cut, part cut. 1, 2, and then control 4 so that you can delete this one, and then control 2 again, and then here I can just simply copy the cut. Copy. So if this one is from here to here is 32, 32 minus 800, 24, right? Okay, there you go. And anything I miss? Nope. Okay. So that one is our wall. Okay, so when you master this this control key, it will help you a lot because you already removed the time on adding the points. Okay, but having the points is also good because sometimes there are times that you cannot use the control key, especially if you're doing it in the 3D view. Okay, but also you can the one that I did also can be done in the 3D view if you like. Okay, so there you go. Now the question here is this: what if the this thickness, okay, this thickness, change it to let's say I want to keep this one 40, right? This 40, and then if I change this thickness to 200, okay, 200, modify. So you will notice that, see. So I need to adjust this cut, correct? Okay. Here in Tekla Structure, if I select this this cut, right, this one, this handle, if I select this handle and then let's say bind that one to boundary plane, bind. So this handle will stay to the boundary plane that it is bound. Okay, but you don't have to do this one all the time. If you are something like if you have only a typical wall that is not that is manually created, then you can do this one. But if you have already a intelligent custom component, no need, because it will automatically adjust. But since this one is a manual, I created this one manually. So what I will do is I will simply right click and then bind to plane, and then bind to this boundary plane. So that cut will stay on that surface. Okay, so click. So remember earlier when I changed this one to 200, right? So now look, it's still cut that one. And look at the other one, which is I did not bind. So this is the way that, let's say, for example, if you want to what do you call that, to make it a little bit automated, okay, you can bind that one. But if you have many of this one, no need. Much better you create a custom component with intelligence, okay. But again, if you don't bind that one, all you have to do is select Alt key and then move. You can just simply move like this. So you can still modify, and then let's say this cutting. Is this one? Is this cutting? Yeah, this cutting is something like, again, if you notice here, it's always at the middle. So you need to have an additional adjustment for this one. So all you have to do is just simply move this one again from here to here, and then it will cut. And then, this one, this cutting, I can change this one directly to 200, modify, and then it will cut. And then this one also 200, and then it will cut. And then this thing, I can simply select the handle and then again move to here. So this is the way you modify your if there's a modification of the wall, you don't need to recreate it again, but you can just simply change it by simply modifying the handle. Yeah. The reason why I want you to know all this manual thing. Not all the component it serves its purpose. I mean, not all the components can serve you well according to what you want, because the component that built in the library, it's a general use. So sometimes we have a different wall or panel that not in this component. So that's the reason why, if you know how to deal it manually, you can explode it and then you can manipulate it using what I have shown you. Okay, that's the main reason.
Means you can explode the thing.
You can still explode that one. The component is just used to kickstart. I mean, to have something. You don't need to start from scratch. Okay. This one is, if you notice, this one is a sandwich panel already, right? Imagine that one is sandwich panel. So it means if you're adding the if you're cutting the hole here manually, you have to cut it 3 times, correct? Because 3 layer. But using this wall layout and then using the direct modification, so I select the direct modification. So here, okay. So look, using the direct modification, this one, so I can modify the wall boundary and opening. I can add opening using 2 points, and I can add a rectangle opening or polygon opening. Okay, look. So let's say I have a door. So add rectangle opening. So let's say here, from here, 1, and then 2, 1 by 900. Okay, click. So 21 by 900, I have already the opening for the sandwich panel. So if I want to have a window opening here, so from here, then that is the size, 1000 by 1000, and then I have the opening. So let's say, for example, I have the opening from here, 2 walls. Okay? Remember, that one is the connection of the wall, right? So I can have the opening in the middle of the 2 walls. Okay, again, click, and then here you have this opening. So this is the direct modification. Huh? The circle, I'm not sure if this one can work on the okay. Let's see if I can select. I don't think I can select the yeah, but you need to select all. You need to select all of that. To make a circle. Okay, so that one is under the wall elementation or and wall layout tool. So in the wall layout tool, there is a direct modification that you can create your opening in the wall. So here, if you notice, this one are still one component, right? Under the one component. Okay, you can try that one. Try it. Go to your wall, select the wall, and then make it sure that you select component, select the wall, and then select this direct modification. Once you click the wall, you can see this contextual toolbar. This one, select, and then contextual toolbar. So you can see here, modify seam. Modify seams. It means you can still I think change the width of the wall. And look, also this add polygon opening. So if you notice here, polygon, so 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one is the polygon opening. So not only the rectangular but also the polygon. So this one is let's say, for example, I want to copy this cut to the other side so that I don't need to cut again the exact position, but at least I can add that one to the next panel. Then I will do the modification. So all the cuts here, I can select one by one. Let's say 1, 2, let's say 3. Okay. So these 3 cuts, right click, copy to another object, so from this part to this part, and then it will cut, and then I can simply adjust it because this one is totally different length. Okay, now what if I want to copy everything? Okay, in one click I want to copy everything to the other panel. So all I have to do is select assembly. When you select assembly, if you click, everything is selected, right? Selected. So right click, and then here copy special all content to another object. So just simply click this one, and then all the content will be in the another object. And then all I have to do now is just simply do the adjustment. So from adjustment here, then I can just simply move this one from this point to that point. So the thing is, I don't need to recut this one again, but the cut is already there. All I have to do is just simply move. Simply move, and then I have that cut. So this one, all I have to change here is remove this one to make it front or behind, and then change this one to, let's say, 5 meters, modify, and then it will cut all throughout. And then you can use again the direct modification if you want to change this one, to change the size, and then this one. Sorry. So you don't need to repeat again the commands. All you have to do is to modify the position if you want to copy that one. So if you have this one, let's say if I want to apply that one, I can just simply select this one and then copy to all content to another object. All I have to do is to click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there you go. I have now this wall. Remember, this one is just a geometry. We haven't done the rebar. The rebar also can copy like that. So example is let's say a 1 meter by let's say 1 meter by, let's say, 800. This one. Okay, 1 meter by 800. So first is, let me just cut this one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll cut this one. Edit, polygon cut. So here, let's say this one is 150. 150 as well. So if you notice here, I directly cut that one in 3D. Okay? And then another one is I'm going to, okay, maybe I'll just move this one. Maybe I'll make this one 200. Okay, so polygon cut again. Polygon cut. So click again, 1. So from here, okay, 1, and then 2, or maybe I'll just 2, oh sorry, 2, 3, 4, and then middle button of your mouse. So I have this cut now, right? So here, maybe I'll just move this one a little bit. 30. Move this 30. Solid error. Okay, maybe I'll just make it straight. Okay, now the thing is, this one is something like I need to cover this one as well. Correct? I need to cover. Remember, we can cut the cut, right? So all I have to do is to create default views, or this one, and then from here, Control 2. Oops, I need to show the cut. Modify. So this cut, okay, that cut. So let's say I'm going to trim the cut. Let's say line cut. So select the cut and then just approximate, and then there you go. So that one now is tapered cut. That's one way of adding it. Now, how to add that drip line? Okay, so here at the bottom, I can use again a polygon beam, poly beam. Then my poly beam will be, let's say, 40 by 40. Small, 40 by 40. Okay, so I'll just type here middle, and then click here 1. Control 2, and then 2, 3, and then 4. So whatever distance is that one. So here I'll choose this one. But the thing is, the drip should be what? Should be triangle, right? So I need to select this one, and then here I have this position, and then I will rotate this one 45 degrees. You get it? And then next is part cut. Pick the part to be cut and cutting part, and then that's it. So Control 4, and then select this one, and then I have now the drip line easily mentioned, and then that one is already the planter box. Okay, so later we can add the reinforcement. So this one is one way of doing it. Another way is you can put one wall, and then you add that one as a cast unit for different part. Okay, but again, this one should be okay as well. Straight, and then this one is okay. If you go to the top view of this one, so this one you can see here, it's already with the slanting for demolding, right? Because if you don't put that one as a slant, then difficult to demold.